Okie dokie. Are you guys ready for Seduce Me the Otome?
It's a what pen?
Are you
and
guys ready?
Um,
Are you guys ready?
Yes, just wait.
Okay.
What color?
This is a fictional interactive narrative. Any character resemblance to real life are purely coincident.
Why, hello. My, aren't you a gorgeous sight? Can I be honored enough to know
Can you
your
hear
name?
that? What's our name, guys?
Huh?
What do you want our names to be?
Oh, easy.
I work in Leaf Village. My name is Kakashi.
No. We need a name that shows all of us together as one person. If we were all combined into one person, what would our name be?
Fish.
Fish. Fish.
It's just fish? Okay, we're being fish.
Question mark. Fish. Question mark.
Goodbye, yellow brick
A
road.
lovely name for a lovely person like you. Wonderful.
Thank you, mister.
Eric, do your job.
Hey, that's the one you liked originally.
Very well. This game was produced by Seraphim Entertainment under the direction of Michaela Laws and is powered by Renpai Visual Novel Engine. We truly hope you'll enjoy this story. I know I'll enjoy it since you'll be in it.
Eric.
Fine, fine. Farewell, my sweet.
Somewhere.
Okay. Really, Logan?
Is that all you got?
Oh, my favorite character.
My gosh.
Try me, asshole!
Sure.
Hey, this game has some lore to it, okay?
Missed. Let's retreat for now.
Guys, freak
No
out.
kidding. Let's get out of here.
That's right. You better run, you stupid punks. Stay out of our territory.
Is this like a gang war?
Okay, I'll be
You've
the
provoked
narrator, but one of you needs to be the
I'll
voice
be main
of the
character.
girl.
I'll be MC.
Alright, so I'm gonna be the narrator, and you have to say what she's saying, okay? Call it fate or call it coincidence. That one moment of violence started a chain of events that I will never forget.
This formula,
Your master's
created
on
in
the thing.
70s, is one of the most important in the field of financial theory. It is used to calculate the price of European-style options and is
Blah,
widely
blah,
used.
blah. Well, look, it's us. Rain. It's been a long time since we've gotten rain around here, but it is the season for rainy weather, so it's not exactly that surprising. Personally, I love the sound of it. The way the raindrops fell like the soft tapping of fingers, it was so soothing. Even looking at the droplets hit the glass of the window was strangely calming. For this reason, I felt lucky for having a seat next to the window, though I did spend more time staring outside than I did paying attention in class. The lectures in class were pretty boring. Mrs. Field's voice wasn't soporific, and I just wasn't interested in what she was saying. And since it was a period right before lunch, all I could think about was doing other things in my free time. Honestly, I didn't really care. Okay, yeah, get it. Yeah, I was only taking this class from Mentor. If it was up to me, I would probably have taken another course. In short, I was done with high school. The start of the second semester brought a note of finally to it. I had already applied to many universities semester prior, and I was expecting replies in the next few months. It seemed like the start of something new, something that would change. That is, if things could change. I stared at the faint outline of droplets in the distance. For now, I was stuck in class.
Miss Anderson.
Mrs. Phillips' voice interrupted my train of thought. Just when I was thinking about class, I quickly turned my head to face the teacher. Hopefully she didn't pick me up because she noticed I was spacing out.
Yes, ma'am?
Would you care to name the equation I set up on the blackboard?
Ah, god damn it.
Oh, I think I read that in the textbook last night. It should be...
The Black Shell's model formula.
Very good as always, Miss Anderson.
Fish
Anderson. It followed me wherever I went. Most people didn't really know me by my first name, but rather my surname.
Fish?
That's a good thing.
Most people didn't know me for fish.
No doubt, since the trademark for the internationally famous and philanthropic...
Philanthropist.
Yes. There's no pissed.
Logan, you looking nice.
Piss.
Shut up. Innocent Family Toys, and because the founder was my own grandfather. Suzu, one of my best friends, hey, wait, actually, never mind. turned her. Oh, we can be lesbian in this, by the way. Turned around and proudly gave me a punch to the shoulder.
No, I want to date a boy.
I don't go.
From
No.
beside me, I heard Naomi, another one of my best friends, clearing her throat. You can basically be in love with everyone besides your parents and the teacher.
Bullshit.
Even the bad guy. Clearing her throat in obvious disapproval of Susan's choice of words.
She means good job.
Miss Capini,
Oi.
care to tell me who the creators of this formula were?
Some guys named Black and Scholes. Fisher Black and Myron
Shut up,
Scholes.
Naomi.
Very good, Miss Patterson.
I like Naomi.
No, she's so annoying.
Better study next time, Suzu. Be like us and study once in a while.
How can you like her? She's so rude.
She's so nice and helping.
Oh, really? Susie rolled her eyes and slashed into her chair as Naomi gave her a small smirk. Oh, so nice. She always pouted when Naomi showed her up.
That's the end of today's lecture. Let's separate into groups and work on your projects. Remember, everything is due on Monday. Go ahead now.
Before I knew it, Susie and Naomi had scooted their desk to align with mine, and we turned into the Three Musketeers. Whenever the teacher left the students to decide on groups, we always grouped together in our little trio. I took out the poster we were working on and rolled it open onto 3 desks. We were pretty much finished with fulfilling most of the guidelines of the project, though we did still have to add a few finishing touches here and there. After working on the poster a bit pretty, we sat back and inspected our work to see what we still had to do. Naomi, as usual, was the first to look for any issues. Slightly tapped a pencil against her chin, staring intently at the project.
Alright, so let's see. We finished the budgeting section, the building leasing, and the cost for labor. What else do we need?
Susie straightened up to look at the poster and stroked her chin. After a few seconds, her face brightened and she
How about a
spoke.
company name? Huh? Did we really skip over that?
Of course we did. You always go straight into the logical statistics and stuff, but you completely skip over the fact we need a name for our project.
At least we caught it this time. What do we name it?
Not sure. What do you think?
Fish?
It always came down to me. Whenever there was something to be named or titled, I was the master of an ending decision, even when I didn't want to be.
I like Trinity Corporation.
That is way too predictable. How about the Dragon Company?
What do
Okay, that's
dragons
just
have to
dumb.
do with our project?
What? It's a totally unpredictable name. It's hot.
But our company sells bubble gum.
Who said we can't produce spicy bubble gum?
It's dumb. Ugly.
What do you think?
Wait, just watch me.
Both of them looked at me expectantly. Even though I wasn't quite sure myself, I didn't really want to choose sides, but if it were to me, I would say... What are we feeling, guys?
Trinity Corporation.
Cooper?
Dragon Company!
No! Dragon Company's lame and stupid.
But Trinity Corporation is kind of basic, you know? Okay, so what are we
Okay.
doing?
Trinity.
Wait, do you agree, Cooper?
Fine.
Alright. Trinity
Bah,
Corporation, just fine.
fine. Be lame. Alright,
Cool.
now that we've decided on a name, now
What?
As we ended our name game, a giggle scrambled my thoughts.
Huh? Who was that?
Ignore it. It's just Lisette.
I looked over my shoulder to see her laughing with a circle of friends, mostly comprised
All
of
the
popular people that
popular
were
kids.
practically friends with everyone in school. And as a result, everyone in the school knew them. The center of it all was Lisette White. She sat
Lisette?
down. She sat down with a poster that indicated she was still working, but that she also was ready to casually chat about her day. She had an endearing balance of charismatic and awkward, which was readily apparent when she first talked to someone. It was making her smile and laugh, and she was quite the comedian as well. Basically, she was perfect. Not like she was a robot or something, but she was the student that everyone else wanted to be.
So she's a bitch.
Lisette was bright, easygoing, and above all, had her future laid out right in front of her. Unlike the average student, she knew what she wanted to do after high school, and as a result, she was confident and ambitious, though sometimes it could rub a lot of people the wrong way. Moreover, I had never noticed since I was young, but it had ultimately resulted in a rivalry that continued today.
Linny, why is your Discord custom bio straight games? You know this is extremely gay.
Why? That's
Can be extremely gay.
Unsurprisingly, Suzu was. I don't think you guys would choose the gay options. They're kind of boring.
Wait,
They're more like a
guys,
side
I
story.
forgot to do something.
Yeah?
Can I? Do you guys want some ASMR of me opening my day 6
yes.
Christmas calendar thing?
We don't have a choice apparently. Okay.
Okay, that's enough.
Oh god, he just quickly told out the door.
Her seat isn't even closest to the exit, and she always manages to be the first one out of the door. I don't think I'll ever understand that.
He doesn't want to be near your scrawny ass. Ooh.
What are you guys thinking?
Me and you both, Naomi.
I wish I was.
So rude.
What?
What? Wait, what about you, Cooper?
Second.
You guys need to have a casual conversation. Convince each other. Come on, content.
Me and you both, Naomi. I don't want to be everybody in the class.
Pants is the real question.
What?
Are we trying to get in her pants?
No, definitely not. I just want to be friends with her.
An option.
Be friends with
Because
both
she
of them
seems
either
nice.
way.
She seems nice.
Seems nice. So did Sayori. But then in the second round, she tried to.
Jesus Christ.
This isn't that kind of game, Cooper.
Off. It looks the exact same.
It's a dating sim, of course.
Exactly.
They all look the exact same, man. Except this one, you can date so many different characters.
Fine, we'll go with option 2.
I wish I was as fast as her getting out of here.
Oh, not you too. She's turning you into
Turning you into a delinquent. Cooper?
Good. I want to be a delinquent.
No.
Fuck off.
You're such a rebel edge. Haha, it's a joke. Naomi. Woo.
Well, it's not really funny.
No. You can make fun of my parents, my everything I own, in general, but do not make fun of my sense of humor. I swear to God, that's the one thing going for me in
So you
this
don't
world.
like Naomi anymore?
Close.
Right, so where are we headed?
What's wrong with their faces? Do you see that?
Cafeteria?
They were both
I think we
smiling.
can all agree that we're really hungry, especially after hearing about our
rude.
company's line of deliciously spicy bubblegum.
Burn them.
Deliciously spicy bubblegum.
Who would even buy that?
Spicy.
I wonder.
The fat boy.
Cooper probably would.
Me? I would pay good money to get a taster.
Haha, you do like spicy food after all. Non-brand, spicy food.
Just leave after that.
We
It's just.
entered the cafeteria, bustling room filled with aromas of different kinds of foods. We got in line, we ordered our meals and chatted freely.
I love dating sims. There's nothing that says romance more than a cafeteria.
It'll get to the good stuff soon.
I'll take a tuna sandwich and some juice. You're probably going to need water or something to curb all that spicy flavor, Suzu.
I can't be tamed by the likes of that. If it's spicy, then it's gotta be all or nothing.
True.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm crazy.
I think
Okay,
I'm
don't like
getting
her.
a migraine.
She's too much. He's too much like Cooper.
There's too much angst.
There's too much me.
We're just gonna rename Suzu Cooper from now on.
Cooper. I think I'll go with. Oh, do we get to choose food? Let's go, Cooper.
Yeah.
Mac and cheese.
Or we
mac and
can
cheese. Mac and
have
cheese.
our-
Mac and cheese. 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 Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. We all good?
I'm gonna be fuming if you don't choose mac and.
We'll split it. Logan gets the mac and cheese. I get the soda. Pretty fair.
Yeah.
And what do I get?
Nothing. You
Can
get
I have the
shillings.
plate?
You get shillings.
Later.
That sounds good.
Sounds good.
Once we got our food, we settled down at the empty tables, putting our backpacks aside to finally dig into the food.
I wonder how long it took
Suzu
them to
leaned-
find an empty table.
Back in her chair, tilting it back so she could rest her feet on the table by her food.
All right then. Is there anything you want to talk about?
It's time to talk about boys!
Whoa. Like you.
Boys and
You like wait no. You,
We're
it
getting
could be
into boy talk! Shh!
Oh,
Aw, why not?
What's so interesting about talking about guys? It's not like any of us are gonna get boyfriends anytime soon.
Because you're gay.
We don't know that. What if one of us does get a boyfriend?
Like that's going to happen, Nancy. Look at us. I'm a tiny Italian. You're a ditzy blonde.
You're not fucking blonde, Maru. She's not.
I love Italian.
She's not blonde and she doesn't have an Italian accent at all. That's okay, Suzu. I'm not sure if I want a boyfriend yet.
Why not? It's our senior year. Might as well get a boyfriend.
Maybe she's just not interested in a relationship, Suzu.
Well, I stay in my head.
Kuba, I must... No, Kuba, please be quiet. I must perform my stage play. Well...
It wasn't really about wanting a relationship, but more of there was no one interesting enough to be in a relationship with. Don't get me wrong, I'm an open person, but there were not many interesting guys in the school to go out with.
Who knows? Time will tell.
Naomi looked at me, wanting to continue the conversation further. However, before she could see the speakers in the cafeteria started up, an announcement echoed through the cafeteria.
Miss Anderson,
I have over 700 confirmed kills.
please bring your things with you.
Oh my.
Looks like our plans have been cut short. The men in white coats have finally come to get you.
What? That went
Suzu,
live.
don't
Who
jump
said?
around.
Who's
I'm
next?
serious.
That's
Lightsaber.
fine. If something
Give
happens,
us shut up.
Story time. Story time. Funny enough, something did happen.
What a
It was
coincidence.
certainly no laughing matter. Cold. It was really cold. The rain became heavier that afternoon, accompanied by the rolling thunder now and then. The skies had turned dark, and though I couldn't see any of it under the black umbrella, not that I was looking up. Looking up was the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. I stared at the grass beneath my feet, unable to look at the people weeping around me. All I could see was the damp grass underneath my feet. Only the monotone elegies that floated through my ears reminded me that I was at a funeral.
Oh.
It was only when the speeches ended that I finally was able to raise my head. Harold Anderson, forever in our hearts. A small gathering of people, mostly made of relatives that I didn't even know were related to me, were huddled around a small, simple grave.
Oh my god, Logan.
For a while, all I heard was the sound of raindrops on umbrellas. If it weren't raining, everything would probably be in a heavy silence. I looked beside me where my father was standing and holding up a large black umbrella for our small family of 3. His face was emotionless, a strange sight next to my weeping mother. I wondered what was going through his mind. After all, etched into the smooth grey tombstone was before us was his father's name. My grandfather, the one who raised me like his own daughter, had passed away that day. The ceremony was small. Only close family were allowed to come. Slowly, though, people began to leave, leaving my mother, father, and me behind at the grave. A man dressed in a clean black suit under the uniform attendees walked toward it, introducing himself as grandfather's lawyer. He pulled out a few documents from his suitcase and began to read aloud its contents.
And now, I shall read Harold Anderson's last will and testament. To my dearest granddaughter, I give my estate. All the furniture
Fuck
in the court
yeah.
resides with
We got a
me
house and shit.
shall also be given to my
It's
granddaughter.
a giant mansion, too.
What? What the? Wait, no, I wasn't reading that. I was just saying what in general. What the?
He passed the
I said
family
a
estate
lot of
to
things on
her.
there.
Why am I not surprised?
dear.
Well, did he say anything about what will become of the CEO and chairman position of the Anderson
Can you
Toys
date that
Company?
hunky man? Or is that your dad?
That's your dad!
Dang it.
No, it is presumed that the vice
I gotta ask
chairman
my
will
mom
succeed the
in a
position.
About the estate. Should we send her there to get used to the building? It'll be a good place for her to live after high school.
Are you sure we should?
Why not? This would be a good experience for her.
Honey, what do you think?
I wasn't really sure what to say. What did my grandmother think I was appropriate heir to the mansion? Was I even ready to live on my own?
Well, that seems to be it. We'll be taking our leave now. I'm sure the little heiress needs some time to adjust.
Fucking asshole. Can I beat him?
You can go ahead to the car, Mum. I think I need some time alone with Grandpa.
Oh, of course.
Fucking dead. That's
Take
all
all
the
the
time.
time you need.
She gave me a quick hug and hurried after my dad. I looked around the funeral grounds, which was completely empty, save for the solemn-looking grave that was laid in front of me.
I'm sure that if Grandpa were in charge of arranging this, it would have been much more different.
It was blatantly obvious that my dad was in charge of the whole event. Who else would bury their own family the same day they pass away? Everyone knew my grandfather's loves of toys, and yet the grave was a mere stone slab on the ground, void of any children's toys. My dad didn't even bother putting flowers. His disdain for grandfather was almost pitiful.
Sorry, Grandpa.
I tried to force out some words, but the only thing that could come out was choke sob.
You told me to say strong ellipsis. Like that one time, a long time ago, ellipsis. Grandpa! Exclamation mark.
Oh, it's so good to see you again, sweetie.
I was swept into a giant bear hug and we both laughed as he swung me around like an airplane. It was one of my favorite things about seeing my grandfather. The way he greeted me, unlike my father, my grandfather was loving and playful, even as I grew older.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, your daddy couldn't be here today. He said that he wasn't feeling too good to get ellipsis.
Fucking Mickey Mouse.
What? Sorry, the daddy couldn't be here today. He sounded like he wasn't feeling too good to get ellipsis.
It had always been like that.
Granddad says it do be like that sometimes.
Is that so? Well, that's
Awesome.
good. Daddy can come around next time. And you're here, right?
Yeah.
Logan, you're a kid.
Yeah, what are we talking about doing today, Grandpa? Mommy says there's a new dessert I was about to say desert cafe. Mommy said there's a new dessert cafe open in town. Maybe we can go? Question.
Oh, I would love to. But I've been so busy with the company these days. We're actually working on a little something. Would you like to see?
Dad doesn't love me. Yes! Ooh, is that a toy?
Nice.
It is. I was designing a new line of them, but I feel like something's missing. You don't think you could help me out, could you?
Of course.
I didn't make
He placed the toy in my hands with a smile, and I inspected it carefully. It was beautifully crafted, and obviously a lot of work was put into it. There was one thing, though.
So, what do you think?
I think your chest should light up when you hug it. Let it feel like it's alive. That could be like a little hug nightlight before you go to sleep. Before you go to sleep.
He stroked his chin, considering my input while nodding his head. After a few moments of silent deliberation, he turned to me with a chuckle.
That's a great idea.
No.
I'll get to changing it right away. You're always like my little lucky charm, dear. You always know what to add to make the perfect toy.
How rapey can he sound?
Well, I hope you can be like one day. Well, I hope I can be like you one day, Grandpa.
You want to make toys as well?
He just hit puberty right there.
Yeah, dog. Well, making people happy is the best feeling in the world. Don't want to know if I can't read. I don't want to know if I want to make toys when I grow up, though.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
What do you?
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. Oh, I have to read. That makes sense. Daddy doesn't think of it the same way, though.
Sweetie,
Yeah.
My dad's abusive.
That's not far from the truth.
What?
He bent down to
What?
He bent down to look at me.
Bent down and looked at me with
eye
a serious
level.
look on his face.
as much as your father may say something that doesn't make sense now, you must remember that he's always thinking about you. He loves you. There's no doubt about that. And you need to love him just as equally.
I don't hate Daddy. I really do love him. That's why he's lying. Wait, I don't know why he's like this, though.
Your father and I have had some difficulties with each other in the past.
Basically, I raped him in the
Nothing that you should be concerned about.
It's hard for Daddy pretending that nothing was wrong.
However, no matter what, you have to stay strong.
No, actually,
You're a big girl
wait,
already,
stop talking.
and,
Stop talking.
Well, there'll come a day when it seems like it's you against the world.
Probably.
But always remember that your family and friends will be here with you.
Cooper, you're gonna be the grandfather for the rest of this part.
Wait,
no. Yep, you're being the grandfather now.
Wait, what about the voice?
It's gone now.
Your friends at school, me. Ellipsis. We'll stand together.
Ellipsis. How can you be so sure of that?
Because we'll be right here. Waiting for you. And here.
Shut up. You forgot
He
to say
pointed
ellipsis,
his
okay.
finger to my head first and then pointed at my chest.
You got small tits. They're strong. Question mark. Ellipsis.
For a moment he looked almost sad, pleading, but as it had come to the expression disappear from his face, he was all smiles once again.
Promise.
Upon hearing that, Grandpa let
I
out
literally
a
was about to
burst
say that.
of laughter and stood up.
Enough of that. Appetite. You got some.
Desert.
Hey, but we sure can.
Homemade desert? I'll race you to the kitchen.
That's not what a kid sounds like, Logan!
Homemade dessert? Question mark. I a pot winner.
You're not allowed to say all the punctuation. Please don't do that.
Ooh, race you to the kitchen! Exclamation mark.
Hey, slow down. I'm not what I used to be. Ha 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 ha.
You willed me through. Wait, you willed me through. Was that willed?
Yes, it is willed.
You willed me through the very home I'd love to see you in. Ellipsis. Why? Question mark. Why would you think that I'd be ready to take it? Especially after this.
A surge of anger bubbled within me, but I quickly swallowed it. There was no use in getting mad, especially when the person in question was no longer there.
I'm sorry. It's hard to stay calm when you've left me with so many questions. Especially about what happened with you and Dad. What am I even doing? What am I even doing talking to a grave? Ellipsis.
My vision blurred and suddenly realized that I was crying. My face heated up as tears rolled down my cheeks.
I'll bring you some flowers later. I miss you, Grandpa. I will try my best to fulfill my promise that I gave you, even if the world might be turned against me.
Okay, your dad doesn't like you. The world's not turned against you.
And her grandfather died.
I left the grave wiping my tears hastily so my parents wouldn't see.
Well, it's time to head back home. I'll cook up your favorite lasagna when we get home.
Ford Falcon FR20.
Is that Ford Falcon XR6 2000?
Who listens to FM 96?
I do.
No, you don't.
Be polite.
Okay. Thanks, Mom.
Hope you enjoyed that video. Hashtag down below, Team Suzu. She is best girl. Like and subscribe. Tune in next time when we post the continuation. Hope you enjoyed. Don't at me, Maggie Carmen too. Thanks. Bye.